What's up guys? Welcome to Badudina channel. Today I'm gonna talk about some useful tools that help me organize my day and increase productivity for both my personal and business life. So if you're interested, please continue watching and make sure to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I run business in Texas. And I'll cover this topic more in my other videos, but today I'll go over tools that help me to keep organized and get things done in both my personal and professional life. Tool number 1, calendar. I review my calendar every morning for 2 days ahead. In this way, I can have an additional reminder of any upcoming meetings or events that I need to prepare for ahead of time. You also have to pay attention what kind of tasks and events you write down in your calendar. It has to be clear, first of all, for you what is upcoming and what are the steps and actions that you need to take before the event. Tool number 2, translate your to-do list. Don't write bank or VP of marketing. Tasks like this don't mean nothing to you in few hours, days, or even weeks, of course. And often they create more stress than relief. So translate these tasks into desired actions and outcomes. So instead of bank, write deposit a check and maybe name of the company. Or VP of marketing, schedule a meeting about this with VP of marketing. Write down the actions basically in your calendar. Tool number 3, reminders. I use native Apple reminders, and one of the simple tricks that I use, I divide them into different categories, different departments by the task that need to be done according to each of them. Apple reminders are very simple to use. They're also user-friendly, and I have my 2 tricks of my own. So I divide tasks and I heavily use subtasks and notes if I need any. To increase visual response, every list has its own logo, like a small symbol that helps me to associate it with certain things. If you're a visual person, as I am, try to do it as well. Another trick is to use different colors for different task lists. For example, my YouTube to-do list is red because YouTube logo is red, and it has a screen icon. Tool number 4. All the digital tools help me to keep track of my thoughts throughout the day, but I still keep a regular planner. And I like this type of planners because it doesn't have any dates or years. You basically write everything down by yourself. First of all, this kind of planner are cheaper. I bought mine for about $2. And second, this gives you some flexibility with your plans because you write down the dates by yourself. And for example, if you went for vacation for 2 weeks, you don't have to skip 2 weeks in your planners, which also saves you some space. I always make sure to check my planner before I go to sleep for the next day and update with any tasks that have to be taken care of. I highly value good sleep. So I just basically unload my mind to my planner. And in the morning, I would review all the tasks in my planner again while enjoying my coffee. Tool number 5, phone notifications. I know it sounds like some unnecessary information for you right now, but I use my phone 90% of the time for my work. And believe me, make sure that you don't receive unnecessary notifications that can distract you throughout your business day is really important. For example, for my business, I also keep track of our social media accounts. And some applications like Instagram, for example, like to send you notifications about anything. You received a new message, you were tagged on a post, the post was commented, you received a few new likes, all this kind of stuff. So another trick to get rid of it is to make sure that all the applications that send you notifications with that small annoying red icon with counting numbers and it increases all the time, just move it to a second screen of any folder. In this way, when you just open your phone, it doesn't distract you, and just mute notifications by this app so you don't see it unless you specifically open the application to check notifications and all the updates. Tool number 6, RocketBook. It's a RocketBook Everlast notebook, and this thing basically is like whiteboards that organize like a notebook with 20 pages or so. And I use it whenever I need to write down something really quick and I need to make some drawings, maybe to use some block schemes, explain something, or in our brainstorming sessions, I usually like to write down pyramids, funnels, and all this kind of stuff. But basically, it's not very handy to use a computer for this kind of stuff. You don't type it, it's just handwritten notes, but you can also scan it, and depending on the icon that I'll cross before I scan it, it will be uploaded and synced to different cloud folders. And in this way I can also separate like YouTube channel, business notes, and some personal kind of stuff. I use this tool a lot, and I'll leave you a link in description below if you want to check it out. Our tool number 7, CrowdFire. It is a more business related tool, and I use it to browse media content related to travel topic for my business. It allows you to see through the most popular publications among photos, articles, and other links. And you can repost all this content to your media channels. Tool number 8, Canva.com. For making some creative ideas of mine become a reality. I'm not an artist, not a creative person at all, but sometimes I have an idea and I know that I need to make it work fast and I need to test it. And for some reason, beautiful and colorful pictures always work better than just rough numbers. So in these cases, I use Canva.com to create simple and beautiful design. Sometimes I use the templates they provide. They are really helpful, so make sure to check it out. I'll also leave you a link below. Tool number 9. I use Trello to manage tasks with my team. I use many different task management tools, but for some reason Trello works the best. Even though it is free, simple in design and navigation, but functional at the same time. I also have friends who use Trello for personal tasks, for example, like shopping list or honeydew list. Tool number 10, HubSpot. HubSpot is a CRM platform. It is very user-friendly and it helps me to keep track of basically all my business interactions. So it shows me when did I meet a person, when I contacted the person last time, what we've talked about, and so on. These were the tools that I constantly use to manage my tasks and organize my day. The big difference between what I do and what others do is that I capture and organize almost 100% of my thoughts and ideas with a handful of tools at hand, not in my head. This gives me the clarity of thought and the ability to move fast from one task to another. So if you want to change something in your daily routine and increase productivity, take action now. Subscribe to this channel and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, of course. You can also download a Trello app, buy yourself a planner, or simply open your calendar. And remember that the beginning is half of every action. See ya!